Hey, friends. Well, here we go again. Another beloved celebrity has left the stage for the last time. Dame Maggie Smith, or as you know her, Professor McGonagall, or the old biddy from Downton Abbey, or, if you're a savvy movie watcher, from the prime of Miss Jean Brodie. She was in tons of stuff and was always awesome. So I thought I'd find you a movie to review that stars Maggie Smith. Sure, I could do like everyone else and talk about Harry Potter or whatever, but you know your old pal, Barkey Dog. I wanted to find something for you that maybe was not as well known, maybe slipped under the radar. And then I remembered this imperfect little gem I saw years ago. Keeping Mum, a British comedy from 2005. Our story goes like this. 40-odd years in the past, we see this hot fox traveling by train. But she has a secret. No, not that. Her trunk in the baggage car starts leaking blood. See, it turns out her hubby was cheating on her, so she killed him and his mistress, chopped them up and shoved them in this trunk to take with her to the country. As you do. But she's caught. Since she seems nuts and has a kid on the way, they don't send her to the gallows. Instead, they put her in a loony bin until the doctors there declare her sane. Flash forward to the present day. In a small village, we meet Gloria Goodfellow and her family. Her husband is the town preacher, and he's kind of a dud. So wrapped up in church matters, he neglects his wife and can't seem to focus on anything. They have an oversexed teenage daughter and a son who gets bullied at school. Life seems kind of frustrating for Gloria, as you can imagine. That's why she's fallen under the sway of an American golf instructor who wants to add another notch on his bedpost. Then one day along comes a new housekeeper, and their lives are turned upside down. Turns out this old biddy here is the former murderous from 40-odd years ago, now released back into society. But is she cured? Well, no, she aptly demonstrates. But in a nice way. She's basically a murderous Mary Poppins who changes everyone's lives for the better. Well, except the one she kills, of course. In our cast, we have Rowan Atkinson as the Reverend Goodfellow. And to be honest, when I first wanted to see this, it was because he was in it. Blackadder, Mr. Bean, Thin Blue Line, hell yeah! Love me some Rowan Atkinson. We also have Kristen Scott Thomas as the wife Gloria. Liked her. Biggest surprise was Patrick Swayze as the golf instructor. This was one of his last film roles, and he's really funny as the sleazy golf pro. Then we have this lady, Liz Smith, who did tons and tons of things. But you may remember her best from The Vicar of Dibley. She played Letitia Cropley, the old lady who made horrendous food. Here, she plays a nosy next-door neighbor. And, of course, there's Maggie Smith as the murderous Mary Poppins. She's so good in this. But she was good in everything, wasn't she? Here, she's not sinister at all, just a nice old lady who happens to remove troublesome people making life difficult for the Goodfellows. Now, this is not really Maggie Smith's movie. And it's not even really Rowan Atkinson's movie. No, it's Kristen Scott Thomas's movie. She really is the focus of the picture, but not in a way that's annoying. She's very good. I loved her character. She shows off the wife's pent-up frustrations, the very British way of dealing with problems, just all of it. So very well. She's letter perfect. Atkinson has some really good moments in this film too. Goodfellow kind of finds himself, and there's a delightful, poignant moment where he's giving a speech and sort of has an epiphany. So, not the madcap Atkinson from Mr. Bean or the swaggering Atkinson from Blackadder, but a very charming, affable, daughtery Atkinson. So, the only thing for me is the ending, which I won't spoil, but it kinda doesn't work. It's whimsical and funny, and that's good, but then you think, well, they didn't really solve anything. They still have this stuff they're gonna have to deal with sooner or later. It's a minor annoyance, but it's there. Don't let that stop you from seeing this one, though. If you like low-key British comedy, you'll love this one. I know I did. It has a fine cast and a nice little score, too. So, Keeping Mum is 3 paws up for me, but I admit I'm a little biased. Well worth a watch, though, to see Maggie Smith in something a bit offbeat and different. It's always sad when a beloved actor or actress leaves the stage for the last time, but we can console ourselves knowing that Dame Maggie Smith left us a large body of work to enjoy. So in that way, she'll always be with us. You take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.